Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 30 of Why You, Why Me, titled Date Part 1. Just as you were about to walk out of your bedroom to see if it was him, your phone dinged. It's just me, his message said. I know I'm early. You keep getting ready. I'm just talking to your folks. Odd, you thought. Bakugou never wanted to talk to your parents. You were highly suspicious but decided to let him be. You shrugged and sent him a quick reply. Okay, almost ready. I'll be down soon. He saw your message but didn't reply. As you fixed your hair, you could hear his rich voice from the kitchen, and you smiled to yourself. He was indeed a very good-looking and very good-sounding man. You applied the finishing touches to your outfit and looked yourself over one more time before walking out of your room and down to the hall. Your stomach had started to flutter as you got closer to the kitchen. Why am I so nervous, you thought? You rounded the corner and your eyes fell on Katsuki. He was wearing black strap back pants with the silver straps hanging to his waist and a black, silver and red jumper on with his name printed on the back. You stifled a giggle. Still his own #1 fan, I see. He was leaning casually on the countertop and glanced over his shoulder when he heard you in the doorway. You heard him inhale sharply when he saw you, and you blushed as he turned himself to rest his back against the counter to check you out, his elbows propping him up on the bench top. Well, he said lowly, his eyes trailing down your body and then back up to your face. Aren't I a lucky man? He added with a wink. You looked past him to your mum and dad, who were both grinning from ear to ear. Hi, you stammered nervously, adding a little giggle to the end just for good measure. You ready to go? Bakugou asked, his eyes still taking in bits of you. Mm-hmm, you said with a shy smile and a nod. Have a great night, sweetheart, your mum said, beaming from ear to ear. She walked over and gave you a hug. I approve of this boy, she whispered softly in your ear as she hugged you. He's lovely. You pulled back and looked at her curiously. Did he say something? You asked quizzically. She just returned your question with a smile. Just have a good night, she said with a pat to your cheek. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Lin, we're going, Bakugou said authoritatively from the front door. Mr. and Mrs. Lin? You thought, staring at him in shock. Since when did he ever use such manners? You shook your head in disbelief and walked to his side. Are you okay? You asked him with a confused laugh. Yeah, why? He asked, his response a little faster than just a casual reply. You're acting strange, you said playfully. No, I'm not, he retorted, avoiding eye contact. You left the house and headed down the steps to the front gate, turning to wave to your parents before walking out. You sure you're okay? You pried again. You called my parents by their proper respects and you're acting a little nervous. He fidgeted with something in his pocket. I'm fine, he said gruffly. You decided not to push your luck, so just shrugged and mumbled, okay, before changing the subject. Thankfully, the special restaurant was just around the corner from your place, so it wasn't a far walk at all. The waitstaff met you both at the entrance of the building, and Bakugou gave them a nod before they ushered the two of you out the back of the restaurant, where a private outdoor setting had been arranged. You gasped when you walked into the dimly lit area. The trestle lattice roofing was lined with fairy lights, and a dining table was set up for the two of you, arranged in the middle of the little gazebo. You looked over at Bakugou as you walked. You were in awe. This is beautiful, you whispered to him. He was watching your every move with his crimson eyes, a soft look on his face. Wouldn't want anything less from my beautiful girl, he said lowly, a smirk gracing his gorgeous features. Did you ask for this? You asked incredulously. Of course, he snorted, not sitting inside with all that unnecessary noise. I just want it to be you and me, together, alone. His sexy voice caused your heart to flutter. To be alone with Bakugou was just amazing. You seated yourself and he sat opposite you. Some flowers were arranged in a vase in the middle of the table, and it blocked his view of you, which he was most unimpressed with. So once the staff had given you both a rundown of the specials and recommendations and left, he grabbed the vase in his hand and pegged it over the back wall of the yard. You grimaced as you heard a faint smash in the distance and a cat yowl. Yeah, he said proudly, sitting back down in his chair. Much better. Can see you perfectly now, he said, his head lowered seductively and his red eyes trained on you. Both arms were on the table, leaning forward with interest. So, what do you want to eat? You asked, nervously looking down at the menu to avoid having a heart attack from the way he was looking at you. You, he said lowly. Your eyes shut up and met his voice causing a throbbing tension in your core. You bit your bottom lip to stifle any noise that threatened to slip from your lips. He smirked when he saw the look on your face. I'm only kidding. You're for dessert, he added casually. You cracked a smile. He could always make you feel better. You want entrees, baby? He asked, picking up the menu and looking it over. I'll take the Katsuki spring roll, you quipped quickly. He glanced up over at you with a smirk. Careful what you wish for, he growled seductively. And there ends chapter 30. Stay tuned for chapter 31.